Tonight, from FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland, it's Week 2 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Kyle Allen and the Washington football team taking on Daniel Jones and the New York Giants.
We are technically 5 miles east of Washington, D.C., and that's where you find this place, FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. The enthusiasm for football here on the East Coast always in the air. These folks are ready as their guys get set to match up with the New York Giants. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Washington team as they enter play here. They come in off a loss in the season opener, which doubled as the home opener.
And when you lose that way, at home, season opener, it almost feels like 2 losses. So it's a big fight to get yourselves ready to go to play the next week.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Giants, they too were losers last week, so they're also hoping to get back in the win column.
Something's got to give in this one, right? Both teams want to start a new streak, and they both want it to be a victory. This should be a fun one.
So out comes the Washington offense onto the field. They'll be led out by their 4th-year man from Houston. It's Kyle Allen.
And he comes off a tough opening matchup. Threw way too many interceptions in that game. Definitely not the way you want to kick off a new season. So he said to himself, I've got to throw that game out. I'm going to get a fresh start right here in Week 2.
They'll run for the first time with Antonio Gibson. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The numbers on the ground for Gibson a week ago. 18 carries, 75 yards.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game, short week, you know he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back for this game.
On 2nd and 9, Allen. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Cam Sims, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. And, Charles, we get a look here at the key inactives, and I tell you what, a big list for being this early in the season.
If there's any silver lining at all, you're hoping you can get these guys back, and now you'll play well down the stretch with them. But what you're also hoping is that the guys who have to play for them, the next man up mentality kicks in, and those guys take care of business.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. A give, running right, Gibson. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll run with Gibson. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. Give them the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. And now they'll throw with Allen. And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And yep, indeed, the flag is out. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. From the gun, it's Allen. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. The Giants ready to go to work on offense, and leading them out, their third-year quarterback from Duke, Daniel Jones.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, and that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe he leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
A first down run from Barkley, pretty well defended. Give him 3 yards on the play.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
And the Giants needed and went out and got a bona fide #1 receiver in Kenny Golladay from Detroit, where he spent 4 seasons and twice went over 1,000 yards. He'll really help the young quarterback, Daniel Jones.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 15-yard line. Another good completion on the drive as the Giants have a first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Out to the right here to Shepard. And the Giants are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11.
And despite missing 4 games in 2020, Sterling Shepard tied his career high with 66 catches, and that led all Giant receivers, and he makes a nice catch there.
And it's caught. Touchdown. Kyle Rudolph. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Giants are going to take a first-quarter lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Gano the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Losers in the season opener on Sunday. They get that quick turnaround 96 hours later. Here we go. They're back at it. And I've got to think, especially early in the year, that's a good thing for these guys, is it not?
It absolutely is. And we've seen it many times demonstrated over the years. Teams have a rough opening game, have to play the Thursday game. That quick turnaround allows them to go ahead and throw the other game out, focus on the new one, and typically they play much better in game two. So I would agree with you totally on that.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
On third down, here's Gibson. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on third down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. A give to Gibson running right. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 41 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Antonio Gibson is an absolute dart with the ball in his hands, and he can make you miss, and he can run over you. Took a little while to crack the starting lineup as a rookie, but boy, was he sensational when he did. Went for 115 yards and 3 scores in a Thanksgiving Day clobbering of the Dallas Cowboys. And Washington, they felt like they had a real find when they took him in the 3rd round last year, number 66 overall, and he justified their decision.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. On second down, a run with Gibson. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
On first down, Allen. And that's complete. It's Sims. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. Throwing on first down is Allen. It's caught. Humphreys. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it. And just a yard to go here on second down. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. He'll buy some time right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down.
So I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. A handoff for Gibson. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. On first down, right back to Gibson.
They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
On play action, Allen. His throw complete right side to Bates, the tight end. Touchdown, Washington. John Bates. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. So the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down. Now Jones. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Trying to get away, but could not. Montez Sweat just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Well, he was really focused downfield, but there was really no viable options. The coverage was too good.
And the defense really quickened the tempo of that play with their pass rush, because there was nowhere for him to go with the football. The only place he ended up, down on the ground.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 45-yard line. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Throwing Jones. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Well, that's always a good place to throw it, just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-body tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receiver.
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 2nd touchdown on the season, and the Giants have taken the lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble, because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And I'm wondering if maybe they don't go away from him on this drive a little bit. He's been great, but they haven't scored a lot of points.
I think they still have to show him as a threat. Make sure he touches it a few times. But as you...
And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
They'll try and run for it with Barkley.
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Another try for Barkley.
And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. They did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Another drive coming up for this Washington offense.
And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do. Better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Sims. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. To throw is Heineke. Throw over the middle into the hands of the tight end Bates. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 13 yards there on a Washington first. Here's a give to Gibson.
And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43.
59 yards on the ground for him so far.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Throwing, Heineke. And this is incomplete. The intended receiver that time, Adam Humphries. And it's 3rd and short. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
3rd and short yardage, Heineke. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. James Bradbury, he was right there to break it up.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. Heineke now. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. Ron Rivera, the gambling type, but he comes up empty here. And the Giants are going to get the football back. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 28 yards there, and give him a first down. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On first down, Barkley, and he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Looking to throw. Jones. And this is Shepard on the catch. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
He'll get this one to Galladay. And they stop him short of the first, as he can only get to the 20. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Matt LaFleur, some confidence in his offense. His guys going here on 4th down. They'll run with Barkley. But he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Back to throw. Jones. This is caught. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. From the 3, 2nd and a yard. A handoff to Barkley. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line.
That's a really alert defense there, because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Looking to throw. Jones. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Kyle Rudolph with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. So after the disappointment in the opening week loss, Charles, this looks like really a completely different football team.
They sure do, and I think they realize we can't start 0-2, and they're determined to not let it happen by the looks of things here in the early going.
Extra point try good by Gano. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. DeAndre Carter returning it. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. And the ground game's been good, but they're losing here in the second quarter. Can they use that ground game maybe to work the air attack a little bit more?
I think so, because now you can throw play action off of being able to run the ball effectively. And oftentimes you might want to just swing your back out of the backfield, get the ball in his hands in open space. And just don't get totally away from running it, because some of these runs now, they may pop bigger as the game goes along.
Yeah, they've been good with a run so far. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Blake Martinez. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. They'll run on first down. Barkley.
They're making the stop. Jonathan Bostic, leading tackler for Washington last year.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9. Jones over the middle, complete. It's Shepard.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Give him 18 there, and the Giants have a first down.
Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Here's a give to Barkley. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
75 yards for him on the ground so far tonight, as he has been terrific in this first half. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Jones.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line.
Montez Sweat able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
And this offensive line, as we all remember, allowed 50 sacks last year, tied for the 2nd most in the NFL. They've vowed new techniques, a few new players, but so far, not quite getting it done.
Here's Jones to throw on 3rd down. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. Gano's kick is good. And that will push this lead up to 20 now. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. Time again to see Terry McLaurin in the Washington offense.
They've got to be thinking, how can we get him a little bit more involved here? Second quarter, you're down, and really, he's been out of the mix.
I would agree with that, and oftentimes you hear, well, we're just taking what the defense is giving us, but sometimes that's just not good enough. Sometimes you have to take what you want, and that means getting him the football.
Yeah, so far just a single catch in this game.
They'll start on the ground with Gibson.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
On 2nd down, here's Gibson again.
They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Open man here, Sims, complete.
when you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Heineke to throw it.
And he fires one incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10.
Heineke, that's complete to his tight end, Seals Jones.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington 1st down.
Now Heineke. And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete.
On 2nd down, here's Heineke again.
Flushed out right. And he fires one that's intercepted.
Picked by Julian Love.
And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. And Charles, in this one, the 4th quarter became